So that's what we do. We catch bad guys.
At the cyber crime conference in Moscow, all the talk is of hacking. The annual event is organised by Russian tech security firm Group IB. It's brought experts from across the international spectrum of cybercrime and law enforcement. But while financial attacks are discussed at length, seemingly absent from the agenda are the most headline-grabbing hacks of recent times.
In the last few days, we've had a flurry of accusations from the United States government that Russian hackers have been infiltrating the United States electoral campaign. What's going on here?
That's more about like political accusations, and it's very, it's just a bright topic for American politicians and mass media to talk about Russian hackers and their connection with Kremlin and their effort to influence election campaign.
In this country, it's common to encounter the view that Washington's allegations of Moscow's cyber sins say more about US statecraft than about Russia.
The organisers of this conference are absolutely right that hacking has become a politicised issue. It can't fail to be when the US presidential candidates are using Russia to score points off each other. But it doesn't necessarily follow from that the Kremlin is innocent.
The FBI is investigating who provided WikiLeaks with tens of thousands of emails belonging to Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton and her staff. US intelligence agencies and the Clinton campaign say Russia is using hackers in an attempt to tilt the election in her opponent's favour.
Russian interference in this election and their apparent attempt to influence it on behalf of Mr. Trump is, I think, should be of utmost concern to all Americans.
Their evidence, as far as it's been revealed, is that Russian servers were used for similar hacks on US state voting systems. Alexei Lukatsky, a security analyst for Cisco Solutions, admits it's certainly possible that Russia could be responsible, but he has his doubts.
You cannot say who is behind the attack, taking into account only which country the attack originated from. It's one thing when you talk about launching ballistic missiles, but cyber attacks are different. When any government, company or person can rent a server on the territory of Russia and carry out the attack via this server.
As with so much these days, especially where US and Russian politics collide, opinions on guilt and innocence are sharply polarised. Rory Challens, Al Jazeera, Moscow.